everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I made a video. I am in a new location. I no longer live in my blue room. Very sad, I know. It no longer looks the same anymore. I moved in with my boyfriend, and yeah, so this is my little room here. Welcome to my humble abode. So I'm going to be prepping my lunch for later because I'm going to make a salad, and I like when my salads like sit for a while in the dressing and like kind of get all like mushy and stuff. I also don't know why this is so dark. I have a light on, but it's not really doing much. So I have one of these really big containers that I'm going to put my salad in. I got these reusable produce bags from Amazon. They were like, I don't know, like $10 for a pack of 15. They come in like all different sizes. So this is like the medium size. This is the large size. Is it? Yeah. So they're really big and they can fit a lot of stuff, and you can like take them to the grocery store with you, and they give you like the tear weight so that the person can like take that off of your, you know, when they're weighing it. But I have some kale. It's looking kind of sad and wilty, so I'm trying to use it up. I like wilty lettuce though, so like it's fine. So I'm just gonna pick out some leaves. Alright, so I'm just gonna chop this up. I kind of like roll it up into a ball and just like chop it up. I used to massage my kale, but I find that if I make the salad ahead of time and I let it sit in the dressing, it'll kind of like wilt the kale. But I do not like big pieces of kale because like who wants a huge chunk of kale? So I just chop it up roughly, and I'm going to transfer it to my container. I used to buy like normal carrots. Well, my mom would buy carrots when I lived with her and I would have to shred them, but now I make my life easier and I just buy a bag of shredded carrots because it's just like more logical to me. So I add some carrots to the mix. I was in the hospital the other day, so if you see this huge like bruise on my arm, that's from my IV, and it still hurts, by the way. Then I have some red cabbage that I shredded yesterday. This is just like a little bit of it. I buy a whole head and I just shred it as I need it. Otherwise, I keep it wrapped in paper towel, and I leave it in the fridge in a produce bag. So I add some cabbage onto that. Some bell pepper, I guess we can add. This kind of needs to be used up, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I really don't like cutting. My knife needs to be sharpened. I think bell peppers are like the hardest things to chop because they're so like oddly shaped. But I'm just gonna chop it up into like small-ish kind of pieces. I hate cutting. I'm like such a perfectionist. I want like everything to be so uniform and nice, and like you just can't get that effect with a bell pepper. That's all like curvy and stuff. So you know what, we're just gonna go for it and like chop it into little small pieces as best as we can. And I'm gonna add that to it. I don't have a peeler, unfortunately, I don't think, and I haven't been eating the skin off of. Do we have a peeler? Oh my god, we have a peeler, y'all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like peel some of this. Peel. Chop that part off, leave that aside. I chop it into fourths. I want this to be angled down more, please. Thank you. And then we just chop it up. Throw that in. I really like cucumbers in this because of the dressing that I make. I feel like it just like the cucumbers soak it up. And it just tastes so good. It's like a nice fresh burst of yum when I add my cucumbers to it. Now my hands are wet. Okay, now we got a clean jar, and we're gonna make the dressing. So for the dressing, you need some red onion. So I have half of one. I roasted some vegetables last night, so I have half a red onion left. I always peel off not just like the first skin layer, but like the first layer of the thing, because I don't know, it's just kind of gross. There we go. We're gonna cut it. We're just gonna finely slice. And the way that I make a nice slice is I hold my knife here, and I always make an angle. I don't know why, but yeah, that just kind of happens. So we're gonna finely slice these. I hate cutting onions. It's like the one thing that I have yet to master, because they just always come out uneven. Okay, anyway, so that's enough. For now, we'll see if we need more. And now I'm just we're gonna chop them up. So I chop them that way, and then to make sure our pieces are nice and small, we're just gonna mince them up a bit. And we're gonna take that, take our onion, put the onion in the jar. Go in all the way, please. Thank you. I kind of feel like I want a little more onion in this because that's not too much. It's just like a small layer on the bottom, so we're actually going to take a little bit more. Here we have some white vinegar. Ugh, I can't open it. Okay. So we got some vinegar. I'm going to put probably, I want to say 4 tablespoons, because I'm kind of like doubling it, of white vinegar in here. And then like a little, just an extra little splash. I have some balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna add about maybe a tablespoon of the balsamic. A little less than a tablespoon. Maybe a full tablespoon. So a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. I have some olive oil. Unfortunately, this is not extra virgin, but this is, oh yes, it is. We're gonna add, well, so it's like a 2 to 4 or like a 1 to 2 ratio of like vinegar to oil. So you want to add double the amount of oil as you did the vinegar, give or take. Really do what you want. I'll do about 5 because I don't like it super oily. Then I'm gonna add, so I have some garlic salt. Add some of that. Of course, some black pepper. A little bit of normal salt. And then I'm gonna, where's my lid? Put my lid on. Shake it up. Realize that I forgot something. Open it back up. I have some fresh dill. I'm just gonna add a shit ton because I love dill. This is probably like 2 tablespoons of dill. You could use dry dill, just maybe use a little bit more because it doesn't carry as much flavor. Close it back up. Okay. Always taste things as you go too. Like this does not, like it seemed like I added a lot of salt, but it does not have enough salt in it. What can I do to thin this? Honestly, I want to add a little bit more of this too. Oh, it needs a little bit of sugar. I would recommend, like some coconut sugar. I don't have any, I just have a tiny bit of like normal granulated sugar. like a little sprinkle of that. Or if you have like honey, agave, maple syrup, any of those will also work. Basically let that sit, and like that's your dressing. So I'm gonna let this sit until I actually want to put it in my, it needs to sit for a couple minutes for the flavors to marry. But yeah, and then I also just throw some chickpeas on it, and I have some quinoa. Got our chickpeas here, got our quinoa here. I'm just gonna like toss some quinoa over top here for some grains and protein and whatnot. I use about half a can of chickpeas per salad, per serving. So here's half a can. And then I just let them sit in here, let them drip and dry until I'm ready for them. So I'm just gonna put a lid on that for now. Put my salad away, let that sit for maybe like 10 minutes, or really as long as I want the dressing to sit. I'm planning to go to the gym and eating this after the gym, so I'm probably gonna throw the dressing into it after, or before I go to the gym. So yeah, this is just a very basic dressing. I found the recipe on Pinterest and I kind of just, you know, made it my own. So that'll probably give me enough for like maybe three salads. So yeah, that is what my beautiful salad looks like. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum.